Hey, you. You're finally awake.
G'day Smut Squad and welcome back to the channel. Today we're jumping on the Mega Drive or the Sega Genesis. I always have to put that little caveat there because someone's going to shout at me. And we're asking about which are the most difficult games for the console. Yes, we all love difficult games, but some of these ones make you feel like putting your balls in a vice is actually more fun. Before we go any further, if you think I deserve it, please remember to hit that like, hype, and subscribe button, as well as listen to the weekly podcast and join our free Discord. As always, this isn't a definitive list, and I expect a lot of you are going to be saying, yeah, these are pretty much what I expect, but there are certainly ones that I'm missing, and I want to hear from you guys, and I also want to hear about your history with these games, and let me know in the comments below. Right, let's get into it, shall we? The most difficult games on the Mega Drive. First up, Ghouls and Ghosts. Yes, we all know Ghouls and Ghosts was going to be on here, and I said this is not necessarily a 1 to 7, this is just me throwing some ones at the wall. Ghouls and Ghosts is always going to be on here, and just like its NES and Super Nintendo counterparts, this is an absolutely dog-hard game. Although in this one, you can fight up and down. Woohoo! Whoop-de-doo! But then the game compensates that for making levels that are built around that mechanic. Thanks. You still have to complete the game twice and finish the final boss of the special weapon to actually get the real ending. To be honest, this game can just absolutely fist itself. Yes, I said that. Many of you are going to be quite shocked I said that, but I did. It's not possible, but I'm sure Arthur would give it a go if he could. The Adventures of Batman and Robin. Now some of you may sit there and go, what about Batman Forever? No, that game's just broken. I don't like it. People can say, oh, it's only because you don't understand how to play the game well. No, Batman Forever is rubbish. I don't like the grapple thing. I can only get past the first bit. That's how rubbish it is. I can't stand it. But the Adventures of Batman and Robin, far more fun. And the cartoon was amazing. Let's be honest, if we were kids from the 90s, we were watching this TV show. And the Adventures of Batman and Robin do not disappoint when it comes to the Mega Drive. You play as either Batman or Robin, and basically it is a Contra-like game with Batman. No, hang on, it's a shmup game with Batman. Oh wait, it's a rail shooter with Batman. No, it's a platforming game with Batman. Either way, it doesn't know exactly what it is, but it does all of them well and still makes it exceedingly hard. So I can't really fault it that way, because that's quite an achievement to make 4 different types of video games, yet still be really hard and still be well done at the same time. So yeah, go Batman, go Batman. Chakan the Forever Man. Now, this is actually considered the most difficult game, or if not in the top 2 most difficult games on the console. Not because of its idea and premise, like the idea is pretty cool itself, like you are Chakan, who is immortal. It's just the mechanics they put in the game. The developers thought were going to be a little bit cruel. Like, for example, all the platforms, you need to make sure you get them just on that right pixel, otherwise you die, or you're going to be falling onto a lower platform and you need to get back up there. Oh, and did we say we're on a timer? Yeah, there's a little, that little time thing there, it was your sundial. And basically, if you don't complete the game or complete the first 4 stages by the end of that sundial, you have to do the whole thing again. That's bullcrap. Absolutely bullcrap. And also, if you do manage to get to the final boss, you get 1 shot at it. 1 shot. You fail, you're done. End of the game. This game has no saves, this game has no passwords, and a boss where you get 1 shot at it, and that is it. That is absolutely brutal. Not fun. For anyone. And no, I've not done it. So leave me alone. Comix Zone. Look, I love my beat-em-ups like the Streets of Rages, the Golden Axes. They are really cool. And Comix Zone should be considered one of the best games. It should have been one of the best games for the Sega Mega Drive just with its idea alone. Like, it's a beat-em-up on a comic panel, and you can decide which way you want to go. You have to beat your way through comic panels, and the animator is making new enemies for you, being the bad guy. The idea, the premise is absolutely incredible, but some of the things are just stupid. Like, the enemies take so much damage, and the bosses have so much health. I was like, why are we doing this? But the most stupid thing of this whole game is the fact that you have to, well, the environment, if you want to get past them, they do damage to you. So, for example, there are barrels. If you hit the barrels, you lose health, which kind of, I get, would make sense in the real world. But we ignore these things in the real world. Like, if you pick up, floor chicken, we don't just eat it and think it's okay and it gives us health. No, it's probably going to give us the run-runs for days. But here, if you have to punch the barrels, you lose health, and that is a bit of a pain when some of them are absolute obstacles you've got to clear. So if you're on your last slither of health, and you think, crap, I need to beat that barrel to actually get through to the next bit of the game, no, sorry, that's it, you're done. Who thought that was a good idea in testing and went, you know what, we want that real realism? Yeah, if you punch a barrel, you're going to break your fist. Better insert that into the game. Just mind-boggling design choices, and probably stops this game being as good a pull list it could have been. Like, again, it's a game we all talk about when it's a Mega Drive, but it just could have been so much better, and it ruined it with stupid mechanics like that. Ecco the Dolphin. Now, seeing growing up, and if everyone says, oh, what's your favourite sea animal? Dolphin was never up there. I'd say a whale's cool, or a shark's cool, but a dolphin can piss off, and I realise it's because of Ecco the Dolphin. I played this game when I was a kid and had absolutely no idea what I was doing, played it as an adult and still have absolutely no idea what I was doing. This game is shit. It controls like absolute ass. Ecco is just a stupid dolphin who can fire these pew 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 sonar things. I hate it. I can't stand it. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea where I'm going. He controls like ass. I hate it. It's not even fun to do little tricks in the air. You think it's cool. And he has an air meter. I don't like it. I hate dolphins. If I ever saw one, I'm going to put my finger in its blowhole and laugh. Contra Hardcore. Unlike Ecco the Dolphin, I actually like this game. I think this game is the tits. It's often considered with Chakan one of the most difficult games, if not the most difficult game on the Sega Mega Drive. But I don't care. It's fun. It's Contra. It is literally Sega blast processing to the max. You get 4 different characters, you got different ways you can play the game, there's 4 different playstyles, which is awesome, different paths and means different bosses, you've got robots chasing you, you've got everything coming at you, grotesque monsters, there are different final bosses, you're going to die in one hit. Don't pick the Japanese version, because if you get the Japanese version, you get extra hits, which makes this game easier. So stick with the Western release for a more unique experience and how you should be playing Contra, because it really should be, as we keep saying with Contra, if one bullet shaves your dick, you're in trouble. And that's the end of you. I will keep using that reference when I ever talk about a Contra game or any game that gives you a one-hit shot, you're dead. If it shaves your dick, you're dead. And so ladies, so you're out of it. If it grazes a boob, you're in trouble as well. See, I look at both of you. Yeah, but not your boobs, men and women. Alright? But that's probably a lawsuit waiting to happen one day. But I don't care this game's so hard. I really don't. It's just so much fun. It's perfection in the controls. And again, the 4 different play styles and the 4 different ways you can do it with the endings just make me want to come back for more. This is one of the best looking games on the Sega Mega Drive, and I love it so much I made my 7-year-old try and play it and watched her cry. It was hilarious. And finally, Alien Soldier. You play as Epsilon Chicken. I know that's not the name, but I know some of you are going to get angry by me saying that, and I'm going to refer to him as Epsilon Chicken for the rest of this video. This game is basically Gunstar Heroes if it was on crack, because this is essentially a boss rush. You've got to be super aggressive to do this, because you can't sit there because the enemies just keep coming at you. You need to be aggressive with the many playstyles you can have. You can do a run and gun or a standing, which is quite cool. You can choose which mechanic you have. And when I said a boss run, I meant it, because there are 30 bosses in this game that you've got to fight, and there is so much going on the screen. But don't worry, good old Epsilon Chicken is armed with numerous things that you can play with. But the whole thing is, whilst it seems a bit overwhelming, because wow, there's a mechanic after mechanic after mechanic after mechanic, it's one of those, if you can master each one, you'll feel like an absolute god. You'll realize, oh, hang on, I need to go on the attack, because if I'm able to go on the attack and I do a counter attack, I can have a way of getting my health back from my enemies. But I need that, I need my health up, because if I have my full health, I can do this cool charge thing. But I can go upside down as well. Oh, wait, I can shoot while I'm running. Oh, wait, I can shoot if I'm standing still. There are so many different ways you want to play this game. It's one of those games where it looks challenging from the outset. Well, it is challenging, don't get me wrong. But once you figure out the mechanics, oh my god, it's still hard. But you feel so good playing it, because like, I don't care if I die. It's like Contra. I don't care if I die, I'm having so much fun. And the better you get, the further you're going to go along in the game. And that's it. A list of the most difficult games for the Mega Drive. I know there's ones I've missed, so put them in the comments below, and as always, if you want to give me some abuse, I'm always happy to take it. Until then, I'll see you all in a few days from the video. My name's been Danny. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.